live. Hopefully that go live button always takes so freaking long to pop up. Let me make sure I don't have anything else up here that I shouldn't. Like Twitch. Nope, I shouldn't. Good morning, Joe. You were the first one here. How the heck does this go up? Jason, morning, how are you doing? I have a mobile router, industrial, by the way, so can't wait to see when you show. So I'm not going to show it. I don't actually have it. It just came out and it's not actually available in Canada, but I thought we'd talk about it a little bit. Hopefully you guys could hear me. Let me know. Wow, they really like the design cues from Strix. I'm not sure who that is at all. I really hope that they update the PTZ camera to have a smoother follow. I don't find it that bad. I've never found it too bad. Maybe that's just my opinion on it. Looks and sounds good. Okay, good. Good. Frederick says, good morning from a very warm and humid central Texas. We will be either close to over triple digit temperatures. Ooh, yeah, Chantel would love that weather. Pablo, how's it going? Ken, good morning. Rich, good morning. You started early. I did start a few minutes early. I'm actually going to stream some Lego on Twitch later today. So I was going to do a dual stream right now with Twitch and whatnot. I have a bunch of my, how do I show this? I have a bunch of my cameras and stuff set up. I have this Batman Lego that I've had forever. So I figured I might as well do some streaming on it. I'll end up putting on my, I'll end up putting my Twitch channel on later before we leave. If anybody wants to watch it, it really is just going to be me talking. And there'll be two cameras. One will be a face cam, and then one will be going down towards the Lego. And I actually have my Elgato prompter over here on my side desk. That's going to be how I'm going to read chat, because I have 3 monitors here, and I didn't want to move any of them over. Strix, search strip routers. Okay, I will take a look at that in a little while. I'll type it in here. Strix router. Oh yeah. Oh, they're like Asus gaming routers. Strix. I don't know if they really took the design from that. I mean, everybody's kind of got that design in one form or another. Strixsystems.com. Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else on Strixsystems.com. I might have typed it in wrong. I'll look at that afterwards. Cyberdog, good morning. You better make it to the Lego stream on Twitch. You're the one who's been bugging for Lego. There is Lego going to be coming. Okay, good morning. Does the Protect Chime with the UA work with the UA hub or only the single door UA? It would work with the hub. Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but you can add the door chime in there for sure. I guess we could go over the trailer. We could watch their trailer. I'm really excited about their Enterprise 100 gig switches that was in the trailer. Yeah, I need to take a closer look at that. I had no idea about that. That was kind of the first thing that I've seen in the trailer, and I know the Discord channel, the Ubiquity Discord, was kind of going a little bit crazy. Niles, how's it going? The Last Dragon, how's it going? Spencer, are you going to review the new Talk Pro subscription plan? Yes, when it's available in Canada. It's not available in Canada yet. They aren't gaming routers. Okay, so I'll take a look at something else. Terry, good morning. And the next actual couple videos I probably won't be in for Chantel's channel, and I'll plug that a little bit later. She's going to Florida. I won't be going to Florida this week, so this will be the first solo video that she'll be doing. You'll be there. So what's going to happen, I'm going to end up doing this stream for a while. I'm going to take like a half-hour break to switch some things around, like my mics and stuff, and then I'm going to go live on Twitch. I won an R2-D2 Lego set at a trade event. Oh, that's awesome. I need to buy some more. Good morning from Ohio, but I have a question. Have you ever connected 2 separate networks with 2 separate subnets using the nano beams? Yes. Or is it even 2 separate, like, physical networks, or are you talking VLANs over them? Jacob, good morning. The U7 in-wall with paintable cover looks like a good choice for a new home build. Do you know if these are recommended for ceiling or position? In their video, they showed, I think they showed it kind of high up. Right? So it wasn't like behind, like you can see that it's really high up. I haven't actually looked at the radiation pattern of it, but Yeah, you could. It looks like you could have it high up. Right now, I just have mine down on my receptacle like that. So I think you could have it kind of wherever you want. Yeah, you'd have to look at the radiation pattern though, which I haven't checked out yet. Kevin, good morning. How's it going? I love the new ad. We might end up at Jiggles. Yes, that was pretty funny. Do you know if there will be a Unifi Talk subscription for Spain? There probably will be. They're starting to push it out like different places. Like the United States was first, Canada was second, then Europe was third. I assume it's coming to Australia and a couple other places. No sound on YouTube. You can't hear me? Maybe check your audio settings. How can I secure a port? The port and access point is connected. The access point is outside. That one's tricky because if you do MAC address filtering, then it's just going to lock to the MAC. You could always, yeah. I'll have to think about that one and get back to you. Mike, good evening from Denmark. Steve from Minneapolis. I always mess that name up. We plan to change our server room to full Unifi, but a third-party firewall. Should we use a cloud key or a VPS? It's up to you. The cloud key would probably do you just fine. It's what, 100 and something bucks, maybe 200 bucks, or you could do the VPS. I got 2 mobile router industrials. Can't wait to get them in my hands. Yeah, I need to grab one. It's still not in the Canadian store. Abraham, how's it going? Good morning. I'm thinking about buying some Unifi phones for the office, and it would be great to directly buy a number from them and not a third party. Yeah, so if it's not, say you buy it from, you buy one from the US and ship it to yourself, well, you're going to have to say that you live in the United States or Canada, whatever region that they actually support right now. The problem with that is the E911. You won't be able to list your address if you have to dial out to 911. So when Unifi Talk first came out, that's what I was doing because it wasn't in Canada and I wanted to do videos on it. So I had a PO box there or like fake address and I got a couple phones and that's what I did. But I wasn't using it for business or anything like that. Do you think they will release a mobile 5G router? I think that would be good. I know a lot of people in the comments and stuff are thinking that they should have been 5G to begin with. Just bought a Display Cast Pro because it said you can display websites. However, it's I set it up in no option. I'm guessing they just released it too early. I don't know. So I thought you could display websites on the old one. Could you not? I swear you could. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't used Connect that much. No, it doesn't say websites there. I think I have 3 of the original Connect, the display casts, and they're just, I don't even know where they're sitting somewhere. Presents media content in 4K websites and YouTube to any, okay, so, they should have it somewhere. Like if it says right here and there's no like asterisk saying this is going to be released in version, whatever, it really should be doing it. I would look, and you're probably a part of the Ubiquity Discord, right? I would ask in there. What's your thoughts on the cable modem? I don't really have any thoughts on it because it's not available yet again in Canada because they only support a few ISPs and they're all US based. Yeah, I know quite a few people were disappointed it wasn't 5G. Then again, if you're using it as a backup source, I mean, people were getting 150 down and like 50 up. I think that's decent for a secondary connection. You think the UDM Pro Max for around 50 users, 150 devices? Yes. Yep, you'd be fine with that. It could do like, how many? Let's go back. I think they said it could do 1,000 clients. Let me just type this in. Something like that. $2,000 clients. 2,000 clients. So you're good. You're good. And then up to 200 unified devices connected to it. So yeah, you'd be definitely fine with that. I'm running right now a UDM Pro in my network. I don't know why I'm running a UDM Pro. Oh, I know why. Because that 2024 video that I did, so every other console that I had, I have a couple UDM Pro Max. I have obviously the Enterprise, but everything was on like either an EA or an alpha version of firmware, so I couldn't do the 2024 video with that because it was totally different. Yeah. Cable modem was working great. Oh, nice. Okay. Hello, Cody. Do you know if there's a way to specific apps traffic route to the interface of the UDM? I don't know. I know you could do different clients. I don't know if you could specify right down to the application, though. I'd have to look at it. Do you think the G4 PTZ is still better? Well, yes. The G4 PTZ is better because it's a 4K 20 times zoom. I mean, that's why it's better. It's a massive camera, though. It's huge. For my house, I wouldn't put that on there because, one, I live in a residential area, and two times zoom is good enough for me, and I don't really need the 4K. So they both have a different place in where you would deploy them. Oh, it does display websites. Perfectly fine on mine. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Just ordered the Axis Ultra. I want to get off the screen because it keeps buzzing around. I guess this one's going to do it too. Oh, well, whatever. Just ordered the Axis Ultra plus the release button. Do you know if I have to go with their locking mechanism? You could use a third party. You just need to make sure it's 12 volt. James, good morning. How's it going? Late to the party. It's good. We've only started 12 minutes ago, and I started early. I think that's what a lot of people want to know. What happened to the Unifi Talk Flex phone? That Flex phone was... Actually, I got a couple in the basement. Those were really good. They were $29. I think $29 US, maybe a little bit more Canadian. You could mount them to the wall. Honestly, you could put them in... Where I would put these is like warehouses, where you don't care if they get dirty, they get broken because they were $29. And the buttons on it actually felt decent. You can policy-base specific apps to the WAN. Okay, so there you go. I just haven't done it. I do networks and stuff like that, but I don't do... But to the WAN, can you... I don't think you could do that to the VPN interface. I'm going to have to check that out because that would be interesting to know. Yeah, the Flex was looks like it was discontinued. I'm still hoping that they come out with a new phone line. They were supposed to. Where are their phones? Yeah, right now they just have the basic stuff, right? Yeah, it'd be nice to have a smaller phone. I can't wait to actually test their soft phone. I can't do that yet. I'm hoping that they release it here in Canada shortly. Joe, good morning. How's it going? Do you know how strong the signal is on the U7 wall if it is mounted behind a screen TV? I'm not 100% sure. I could test it out because I have an Ethernet port behind my TV. That I am probably going to put a U7. I have a couple of U7 in walls still just sitting in my garage right now. Would it be nice? But it would be nice. Okay. You're talking to somebody else. That's okay. What is my thing today? Oh, let me show. Let's talk about this first quickly. Twitter. Profile. So this is a job. This is the job I did. It was filmed, but we didn't have any of the batteries there. So these are e-bike batteries, but they are still spec'd that they could work with this. So it's a 36 volt, and I think they actually look really nice. We didn't install the batteries. We just installed the hubs, and the client installed the batteries. But instead of a traditional, hi Mocha, instead of a traditional, you know, one of those, it looks like a car battery, and then you have to have a shelf. I think this is an awesome idea. E-bike battery, it slides on and off, and then you could plug it directly into the Enterprise, and it's the same amperage, like the amp hours, and 36 volts. And it just looks cleaner because it could mount sideways on it. I'll probably end up buying a couple of these. I think they're about $350 Canadian. But we have a couple big access jobs coming up, which I'll talk about here in a second. Hi from France. When Unifi release an NAS? I have no idea. I know there's been speculation and speculation videos out there, but I have no clue. No clue. I'm looking to get an outdoor PoE switch. Do you think I should wait for the Switch Ultra utility box or the Flex? Well, how many ports do you need? That's the biggest thing, because the Ultra comes with more ports and the Flex comes with less. So I can't wait for the Ultra box to come out. I have a client right now where we're doing their gate controller. Hold on a sec, let me pause this. We're doing the gate controller, and we're putting a bunch of cameras there, but we only could use the... Wait, I don't even know if I'm using Flex switch. I'm not even using a Flex switch there. So I'm using an Ultra switch in this custom made box, and I'll show it on the video when I go back. I'm using but it's plugged into power right now. It'd be so nice if I didn't have that power bar there. And then I could, oh, I guess I'd need the power. Crap, I need the power no matter what. Either way, I just hope that the Access box comes out soon. So if you only need 4 ports or something, or 3, go with the Flex. The only thing keeping me from the Access Ultra is it's not black. Are you aware of any feature? I'm not aware of any of that, but I hope they start coming out with everything in black and white. And my Access Ultra video will be out next week. So we have this here. So it's installed, and yes, there's a scratch on the wall. We did not make that, by the way. And it is level. It actually kind of looks crooked, but it's not. So we put the Access Ultra. You'll see this. You'll also actually see the, whatever they call it, the intrusion thing go off. And then we put this on too. And yes, this is all scratched up. They got to paint the inside. But the good thing about the push to exit button, they come with different plates. So it's white and black. The bad thing about the push to exit button is the small text. That's the only thing that is bad about it. The push button, actually pressing it feels great. They did a really, really good job on that. Okay. Do you typically put your NVR on your camera VLAN? It wasn't clear. Yes, I do. So if I'm using my UDM Pro as my Protect or UDM SE, whatever, I'm just putting on the default, because the cameras still have to get back to your UDM. If I'm using a UMVR, I put it on camera network. I love the Unifi Protect stuff, but I wish there was a hardware controller for the PTZ to make it usable in the security control room. Yes, I agree. They should have some sort of joystick that you could use. Heard anything lately about using the NVR as a NAS? No, I know there are some GitHub repositories that you could download and turn it into a NAS, but that is unsupported. I mean, there's speculation videos. Who did one? It was... the heck is his name? What is his name? Where the heck did he go? NAS Compares. Did a video on it, so let me find that video. You guys could take a look here if you want. When did he do that video? It was quite a while ago. Holy moly, he does a lot of videos. I need to get back into doing 2 a week. I'd have to throw in other stuff than Ubiquity, which I probably will be doing soon. Share copy. Okay, so here's an NAS Compares video right there. You could take a look at that and see the speculation that, you know, they're going through. Do you know if the Unifi will add the $75 a month extra security to the UDM Pro Max? I don't think so, just because it probably takes a certain amount of resources, and that's why it's only on the Enterprise right now. I have my UMVR's SMP port on the camera and the RJ4. Yeah, you could do that as well. You could do that as well. That's fine. Yeah, and then you could separate it. I know people who do that all the time. But the Enterprise EFG came out. Let's go to the US, because why not? We do have affiliate links for it. So if you're, I don't know why I say we, I have affiliate links for it. So if you are buying it, it would be great if you could use my affiliate link to buy it, because then, you know, it helps me out. So that's my affiliate link right down the second one that I did. But yeah, so it came out $2,000, which I think is actually a really good price. Some people were saying it was high, but I think that's probably people who are just trying to put it in for their home lab, which you don't need this for your home lab. It could do 5,000 clients, 25 gig cloud, you know, with 500 Unifi devices. My customers, I don't even have a use case for this besides one, which I'm going to be doing. It's a build out for a movie company that just sends large amount of data. But it comes with 90 days professional support, so that's nice. And then after that, I guess you have to buy it. And then yes, it does have that subscription that gives you more of the threat filters or whatever the heck you call it. So I actually had to buy that. I had to buy that. I think they're reimbursing me for the video because I'm not going to be, there's no point for me to use the EFG in my home network at all. And it only runs network. So like I run Unified Talk and I run Unified Network right now. So I don't really have a use case for this, and I don't have a cloud key right now that I could run Talk. So I'm just going to give this away to one of my clients probably at the end of the day, and then go from there. Yes, Cody, yeah, I always say yeah, but that is true, yeah. Can I plug the G2 reader into a PoE switch? It has to go into the hub. Has to go in the hub. Enterprise are beasts, so they can handle the extra security. That is correct. Do you know if the Unifi rack can be wall mounted? I've seen a picture of somebody wall mounting it, but no, it's not recommended. And there's no back ports like screw holes that you could mount. But yeah, 25 gig interfaces for ISP and downlinks as well to your switches. But then if you do IDS, IPS, it goes down to 12.5, which should be enough for everybody. License-free real-time inspection of encrypted packets with Next AI. In my video, I just lightly touched on it. Obviously, there's other way to pass the certificates. I just downloaded it locally to my machine. You could do group policies with Active Directory and, you know, whatever else for phone support and stuff like that. I can't wait for 25 gig internet. Yeah, I'm still on 3 gig. And if you look at my dashboard, like I barely touch it. Like it's insane. The only reason I did get the 3 gig is because it was cheaper than the 1 gig, which is very strange. That way, you know, all your camera record traffic is going to the high capacity port. Yes. Yep. Can you run Dream Machine Pro for talk and disable routing? And then I don't think so. So I thought there was, they did something with NAT. I haven't looked at the new changes lately, but I think you still can't put your UDM in like bridge mode per se. So it's still always going to be double NAT. So that wouldn't work. Any workaround for IPsec VPN where I need to specify the local subnet instead of all? The local subnet instead of all. Any workarounds for IPsec VPN where I need to specify the local subnet? You probably don't need to. Did you? I think you might have emailed me and I haven't got to it. If you emailed me, it was about a Cisco ASA, maybe? I don't remember, but I will get back to it. I need to think about that a little bit. I'm not sure if it was you or not, but somebody messaged me something about that. The way to hop VLANs as well. When are the 2.5 gig switches coming? I know they'll release them the day after. Well, they already have 2.5 gig switches, right? Just depends what you're looking for. Right? 2.5, 2.5. Are they all 2.5? Probably not. They probably only have like 8 ports. It depends on the model that you're looking at. Like this Enterprise 8, this has 8 2.5. $479. But it also has PoE as well. You did email. Okay. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you this weekend on that for sure. I was caught up in some things, so I did not. It's still in my to read emails. I haven't clicked on it, but I thought because it comes in as the lead, and then I saw it. I'm like, that name looks familiar. Jeff, happy Saturday. How's it going? I have you connect a Unifi to a non-Unifi firewall with a VPN before. Have you connect a Unifi to a non? Yes, I mean you could use Unifi switches, access points, like whatever with pfSense. But now you're doing two different things. Like you're going into the pfSense interface to do your VLAN configuration, all that, and your firewall rules, and then you're going into the Unified Network Controller to do your VLAN tagging and all that. We are only just getting 1.8 gig in the UK unless you go for the enterprise lease line broadband. Yeah, it would be way too expensive. That's crazy. But not a lot of people need that. Like, not a lot of people need the speeds, and they think they do. I'm going down rabbit holes. I'll not let you know. Yeah, there's got to be a way. I haven't worked on Cisco ASAs in years. When I worked for a hydro company, that's, I think, the last time I worked with the Cisco ASA. And that was long time ago. Need to find a network provider cheap. Are you talking about like internet provider? Are you talking about consultant or gear? Hardware. We'll see. We'll see. I think a lot of people are hoping that the NAS is true, but only time will tell. I've only saturated my 1 gig once. What hard drive would you recommend? I don't know. I use, people are probably going to hate this answer, but I use Western Digital Purples. The Pros. I don't know what Ubiquiti uses. Is it Toshiba? ATB. I don't even know if they list it, to be honest. No, I don't think they do. Just make sure you're going with the brand that's for security cameras. So Western Digital Purple, they are. I know there's... My little brother's calling me. I know there's other brands that do surveillance hard drives as well. You guys want to hit that like button? We got... How many people we got here? We got 164 people here and only 21 likes. The likes do help. Let me just see here. I'm going to show... So we have another channel. It's a vlog channel. We're at 549 subscribers. We're trying to get that pushed over to 550 at least. So here's that channel. It is just more vlog style stuff of us doing things, trips and whatnot. It's not really tech. It does say tech and tales in the name, but the next couple are going to just be Chantel only. You're going to see the cats in there a lot and whatnot, but it would be great if you got, if you're interested, subscribe if you want to watch that stuff. Let's see. Nothing wrong with the Western Digital Purples. I use the purples. Yep. So I just know Western Digital had a huge problem going back in the day, but anyway, I still use it. Is the G5 PTZ okay for residential front of the house? Yes, and that is right above my garage door right now. So on my garage, I don't think I could show it. I can't show it. Frig. I wish I would stop pushing early access versions to my stuff because I'd show it. But on the right side of my garage, when you're looking at the house, there's the G5 PTZ. In the middle is, I think it's just a G5 bullet. And then beside that is an AI bullet. And then in my driveway on like a tripod stand, I have the AI Pro. The G5 PTZ is small and it looks decent. Seagate Skyhawk. Yes, that's what I was actually thinking of. That's the other person. When I got drives from Ubiquiti, Unifi with the UNVAR, they were Western Digital Purple. I thought I got Toshiba before. I use Iron Wolf Pro. Iron Wolf are good. Toshiba is more... Okay, gotcha. I just got one of theirs and it's Western Digital. Okay, maybe they changed brands. They might have changed brands because it looked like they actually rebranded how their hard drives look as well. Okay. Stay off my Batman Lego. If it has cat, yeah, it's got. Well, there's a couple of the cats right now. Like Chantel took them to. She took them to the wash or car wash, and then like Mocha and them are on the. We need to do more videos of the cats. If we redo their catio, I'll end up doing videos of redoing their catio. There we go. We got 550 subs on Tech and Tales. Awesome. Thank you. Toshiba Death Stars. If I would like to buy Ubiquiti equipment for clients, can I become a resale distributor? Oh, there's Mocha. Resale distributor in Canada. How would that work? It's very hard to make money off their hardware. It all depends on your business model. I don't typically charge on hardware unless, say, I have to buy 100 or 200 access points for the clients. Then I might put 10% on, but it rarely happens like that. They do have this new plan, though, but this is only for their enterprise gear, and it should be coming, and you could sign up to it. I don't know. Where do you find that now? I think it's just here. Let me pull up enterprise.ui. Oh, there it is right here. So this is a plan. This is a Unifi Enterprise Partner plan. It's a dedicated channel for MSPs and system integrators to purchase the Enterprise Fortress Gateway and future Unifi Enterprise products. So this is only right now to the enterprise line, and right now is the EFG because that's the only thing out. So what this is going to do, increase profitability. Project security, dedicated pre-sales team, exclusive events and training. I will put this link in the chat as well. So that's going to be like a partner program where, say right now, these prices are just fictitious. I'm just making it up, but it's $2,000 right now for the enterprise. Maybe if you buy it through this enterprise program, it will be $1,800 and you make $200 off of it. I don't know how they're actually going to do it, but you could go in, you could sign up in their form and hopefully become a part of the part of the enterprise thing. Here in Iceland, we have 10 gigs symmetrical. That is insane for $120. That's crazy. Everybody say hi to Chantel. I am getting, I'm getting behind on stuff right now, but yes, I'm so close to 100,000 subs. We're gonna be there soon. We'll get the plaque. Wish the G4 or G5 PTZ came in black. Same with me. I just wish everything black and white, because if you're doing commercial buildings and sometimes they don't allow you to put a certain color of camera on there, and then there goes your whole project. Tim, good morning. How's it going? Are they ever going to restock Connect displays in different sizes? I hope they do, because the display I have one in the basement. It's pretty big. It's like, what, 21 inch or something like that? I believe Ubiquiti uses whatever they can find for the breast. Maybe that could be true. Al Hamad, I hope I said your name right. How's it going? Cat spotted looking for trouble behind you. Yeah. Well, it's going to be worse when I'm doing my Twitch stream doing Lego, because she'll want to swat all the Lego everywhere. I usually try to keep a little bit of stock. I'll buy a 24. Yeah, I have a bit of stock here. Like, it's not crazy amounts, though, because I typically get my customers to buy it so that they have to deal with the RMAs. So if for some reason, say I buy all this gear for one client, and then I'm not working for them anymore, well, now that RMA is still tied to me. So that's why I typically give it to them. Who cares about the possibility of NAS? I just want to learn more about the cloud key stand. Oh god, that cloud key stand video is never gonna let me down. I really just need to buy it and do it, even as a joke. We normally put 20% on hardware, but we can buy from distribution slightly cheaper. So the distributions around here, like TDL Canada and Deploy Depot, is always more money than going directly from the Ubiquiti site, which kind of sucks. Epox Media, how's it going? I think I probably already said hi and probably answered one of your questions. You just said thank you, but no problem. Max says, hi, I'm moving to student accommodations in the near future. My room has an Ethernet port connected to the shared ISP modem router with the other rooms. Is buying a Unifi Express good? I would say so. If you don't need a lot of devices, I think the Express would be decent. I mean, it's only meant for very small deployments, and if you only need one little access point and you don't have tons of clients, I think the Express would be good. Oh, Chantel is off to work now. Bye-bye. Make sure to turn the air down even more. Choice, since I don't, let me see. Since I don't want the other rooms to access my devices, and yeah, I would be fine with that. The thing with the Express, though, you don't have IDS and IPS, I don't believe, like the security prevention. But you could still block networks and stuff like that. So they wouldn't be able to see any of your stuff. We go compact. Oh, where's the Express? Oh, Wi-Fi integrated. I believe you can't do IDS, IPS, but if you're not really worried about that, I wouldn't. I mean, for $149, you get a Wi-Fi 6 AP. I think it's a good fit. You should request a YouTube leg. Oh, that would be kind of cool. I should make one of those. In direct sunlight, the APs will turn yellow over time. Yeah. So most of the newer APs, you could put the, the skin and stuff on it. Normal retail margins in the UK are 20 to 30%. I wish I could charge hardware. I mean, I probably could. I don't know how much of my clients look at it, but I just kind of feel bad because I'm like, well, you could just buy it direct and save money. And then I don't need to deal with any of the headaches with RMAs and stuff like that. Is there a way to set up a tunnel between an aggregation and a UDM? I don't know exactly what you mean there. You could plug a cable into the aggregation and the UDM and it will be online. Yep. So most of the time my clients buy directly from the Ubiquiti site. I would say 90% of my work is remote work anyway for people in the United States or wherever else in the world. But the other 10% of on-site jobs, they'll just buy direct and get shipped to where they are. Have you ever done any Ubiquiti training, Wi-Fi U? I was thinking about, no, I have not done any of that. I think it was Wi-Fi U. They wanted me to do some classes with them, and I just got too busy, and I didn't. It might not, it could, I'm pretty sure it was Wi-Fi U. It might have been a different vendor, though. I would put your Home Assistant on the IoT network. How do I access it remotely? Behind a VPN. Probably use a VPN. Ritesh, how's it going? From India. There's lots of people here today. Maybe I got to start doing the Saturdays. I was trying to be consistent with Sundays, but I think I'm going to work tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing it today. Do you think Ubiquiti will make a 8-port 10 gig switch soon? Well, they already do. It's called the aggregation switch. You have to fill it with SOPs though. So you got this guy right here. It's a layer 2 switch. They probably, I don't know if they have another like a standard less than 24 ports at 10 gig. No, they don't. They don't. So the only one they have right now is the aggregation. Which sucks just because you have to fill it with SOPs and you can't use PoE. The 8-port SOP is okay, but the Flex XG doesn't have enough port. Oh, okay. I didn't even read. I should have read that message first. I would hope they come out with one. They do have their other line, like their enterprise switches. They got a bunch, or the enterprise XG. This is 24 10 gig ports, but that's probably way too much for you. If you're charging 20 to 30% over direct prices, why would you ever purchase through someone? Yeah, yeah. So it's kind of hard to charge for that. I rarely ever charge hardware ever, which is fine because I make enough money off the install and config and stuff like that. So I'm not worried about like nickel and diming customers for. It could add up to a lot of money if it's a lot of equipment, but a lot of the times I don't. I'm just going to go into my email here quickly. I want to see if I could kind of take a screenshot of this new build we're doing without showing too much information. I've already done a video at this place anyway. Whoops, that is my invoice. We don't want that. Doors, where in the heck? Oh, here it is right here. Readers. Does this show the address? I'm going to take a screenshot quickly. Just go like that. Doesn't really matter. So this place I'm doing a video on as well. It's probably going to be a really crappy drawing to be looking at it because I just did a screenshot. But so I asked. This is my main client where you've seen we're doing the co-working space for them. We've done hundreds of cameras from them. They have the farmhouse. Pretty much every single on-site job is for this company. So I'm like, you know what? This is the one building. They have a really old, it's called premises. That's what the access control is. And they have another building as well. So I'm like, there hasn't been a whole ton of videos on Unifi Access, real installs. I'm probably the only one who's done it. Maybe there's a couple other, channels that have as well. So I reached out to Ubiquiti. I said, hey, do you want to sponsor a video? Meaning, can get some hardware for the customer and I'll record a video for it. So they said, okay, let's see how many doors they want. Well, this place they weren't urgent about, which had the least doors. And I'm like, okay, well, find out where the other one is on. It's called Airport Road. So they counted the doors and it was like 44 doors. I'm like, oh, I don't think Ubiquiti is going to go for 44 doors. I mean, that's like $25,000 worth and a bunch of enterprise hubs. Either way, Ubiquiti is sponsoring this video to do 8 doors. So they're going to give me 8 readers and they're going to give me an enterprise hub. So at this place, we have 11 doors. The client already bought another enterprise hub and he bought 3 other readers and we're going to get back boxes, strikes, all that type of stuff. This is going to be more of a rip and replace, but they do have a couple that are brand new. So it's going to be really fun to show. It's going to be a lot of work to switch the users all over to Unifi Identity Free. I got to get their emails, all that information. Actually, this one should be easy because it's 11 doors. they're going to be purchasing, after I do this place, I believe, the 44 readers for the other door and a bunch of enterprise hubs. So it's going to be so much fun to actually record that video. And you're going to be seeing a lot of all the cable pulls, because the readers that they have right now are just your normal reader cable. It's not Ethernet cable. So we have to repull that. We will be pulling new strike wire as well for some of the new doors, which is going to be cool. I think it's going to be interesting for people to see how that type stuff is done, because we have to cut into the strikes as well. You'll see with my new Ultra video, you'll see us cutting in the strike on a wooden door frame using a multi-tool. So that's kind of cool. All right, I'm getting really behind in comments. Let me see. Okay, so I said that. So I have been using the EFG, and I had some issues as the software updated. Did you have any issues experienced? I did not, no. I just put the mobile industrial router in here because it's new. I don't have one yet. I can't really say on that. Usually when I do these live streams, I just throw in something in the title that's new, if there is anything new. Did anyone notice that new item that was in the video? We will take a look at the video. We'll go through the video a little bit. I'm not going to speculate. We will take a look at what you're kind of pointing out, but I won't speculate on what it is. But yeah, the aggregation and UDM are two different sites. Two different sites. Well, if they're two different sites, you have to do a VPN between, a site-to-site VPN or site magic, whatever. So you're going to need a firewall at both sites. Can you use 4 SOPs in the aggregation switch? I believe due to cooling. You should be able to. Great install videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Does IDS IPS cause an increase for ping for gaming? It's going to take on extra load, but I don't think it would take on extra ping for gaming. Probably not. Not that I've tested anyway. This might not be related, but do you think UI will eventually support tri-redundant WAN? I have two lines incoming, but being able to... So what they do right now, they only do 2. You only could do 2 WAN. But in saying that, you could also do this for 3 WAN. You could use this. They're one of these, the LTE Pros. Or whatever. I think they have a different one than this. And that could be your 3rd WAN, and that will work. But other than that, I don't think you could use another vendor to do 3 WAN, no. I just wanted to say, love your videos, and you were the direct reason I upgraded my home network and camera to Ubiquiti, and I couldn't be happier. Well, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and that's what keeps me going here. With that, what do you think of the new I love the new PTZ camera is probably my favorite camera out right now. I think the person tracking's awesome. They don't have vehicle tracking, which I don't really care about anyway. So on the front of my house, I have cameras that are stationary. They're just a AI bullet and a G5 bullet, I think. So it captures my whole front driveway. And then the PTZ could roam around. And if somebody tries to sneak up and go behind the PTZ, well, they're going to get caught on one of those other cameras anyway. I'm going to be doing a new warehouse soon. Looks like it will be 70 Ubiquiti APs. Awesome. That sounds like a fun job. Lots of work, but fun. The 44 access door, that's going to be a lot of work. We actually have another access job coming up. I have to finish the quote, but it's like 4 hours away from where I am right now. It's only 4 doors, 4 or 5 doors, but that should be fun. I don't think I'm recording that one though. But they also want us to put in, I forget what, some alarm system. Ernesto from the Netherlands. Been a while since I managed to join the stream. Hope you're excited for Blink. Are you going to the Blink concert? I can't wait. I forget what level. We're in like the 200 level this time. I didn't want to, I spent way too much money on the last 2 the Blink concerts. I'm like, nope, I think we had first row. First row was the biggest mistake because first row is right behind the mosh pit. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. You can't see anything. I guess once Blink came out, everybody's standing up anyway, so it didn't matter. But when you're on the sides, at least you're on an angle and you could see down. I'm pretty new to the Unifi universe, but I'm seriously wondering how to actually install the Unifi doorbell. in some of the cameras without cutting into the door frame. The doorbell, well, the doorbell, you could buy a back box for it, and you'll have to drill into the door frame no matter what. You have to do drilling no matter what with putting cameras and stuff in. There's no other way. Like, they don't have magnetic mounts or anything like that. Any thoughts on the report? Oh Lord. All right, let's go over this. I meant to go over this. How do I look at it? It was on Reddit. This is just fear. What do you call it? Fear mongering? Is that the right word? Whoever posted that, like the actual, I don't even want to go into it because it's just releasing fake information. But okay, we'll go into it just to say why this is not true. So this was out here the other day. Over 20,000 Ubiquiti cameras and routers are vulnerable to amplification attacks on privacy. This CVE was from years ago, by the way. So if we scroll down right here, this is UI Marcus. He's the lead security engineer at Ubiquiti. You don't need to do anything. You are fine. Nothing here is affect your security or privacy by default unless you create a really bad NAT translation rule that put your cloud key and camera directly on the internet. So if you put anything directly on the internet, your Synology NAS, your phone system, you're going to get attacked. That's just bad network security. So this has nothing to do with Ubiquiti. It has everything to do with the end user setting it up improperly. And that's all I'll say on that. Yeah. Whoever wrote that article should say something different. Where are you? I thought you were going to work. What? You're not. What are you doing? Putting my cologne on? Oh God. My Lord. So yeah, that post should kind of come down, but if you look through that thread, UI Marcus responded to a bunch of people, and it's just false information, which kind of sucks. I feel bad for him because he's got to deal with all that type stuff that when it comes out. Let's see. Is there a plan to do on the video on the gate access kit? Yes, I have 5 of them, and I will be doing it. It's actually for the same customer that we'll be doing the access control for. Okay. It's the same customer. We're doing it at their main building, and we're doing one for the farmhouse. Do you know what is the camera capacity on the Cloud Gateway Max? I think they said, I did say it on my video, but I don't know if they have it here. I wonder if they put it in the calculator yet. Calculator.ui.com. Compact. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. They don't have it in the calculator yet. Okay, let's take a look. I said it in my video, but I forget. I probably have an email about it. What was it? Maybe it's in, let me go back here. Let's go to my channel. I don't know if I put it in the description or not. It's quite a few, actually. I was kind of surprised. I did not put it in there. Well, we could bring up my video. Let's bring up my video. I'll just mute it. Oh gosh, I don't want to hear myself. Initial setup. What? Oh gosh. I did say it somewhere here. Oh, here we go, right here. Okay, so you could do 15 HD cameras, you could do 8 2K, and you could do 5 4K, which is quite a bit for the little device that it is. So that's cool. I've had a Gateway Ultra at home for a few months. I've had IDS IPS enabled the whole time. There has been no results. Well, that's good. You don't want to see any results. That's actually good. Yeah. With the new, I don't think they leaked by I can't comment on any speculation. Do you think the hard drive slots of the UDA Pro? I can't comment on that. That's unfortunately. I'm going to the Detroit show. Oh yeah, I guess it's easier for you to get mine. Yeah, gotcha. With that's crazy that it's easier to cross the border than, well, the Toronto show is going to be great. I think it's on like the 15th. It's coming up really soon. Is Ubiquiti working on any wireless door access? I don't know, but I think that would be kind of cool if they had some sort of alarm system that we could tie to a monitoring system. We have the UXG Pro, but we have to restart it every week at the latest because the RAM is full. I wonder if that's like a memory leak. I wouldn't switch the EFG. Have a maximum. You could switch to the EFG. I mean, I'm gonna say this: $2,000 isn't a lot of money for business. So yeah, it might be good. I'm on the Reddit. I'm on quite a bit on the Reddit Ubiquity subreddit, quite a bit. It's pretty good. I mean, you do have things that, you know, you have trolls on Reddit, like any other place on the internet, I guess. Nothing connected to the internet will ever be secure. There will always be something that will find. Yeah, but if you're actually putting your, you know, publicly exposing your cloud key, I mean, that's just, you should never do that. Can we have a dedicated video reviewing following topics: firewall rules, port forwarding, traffic routes? Yes, maybe. LAN in, LAN out. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been confused about that, and I probably should. Ubiquity is trying to get you, it seems, more to do the traffic routes than anything, or the traffic rules. Not the traffic routes, but the traffic rules. Setting up a system for a small business that leases out 5 individual offices and has at least 8 HD cameras and 3 APs. I'm struggling to decide between the Cloud Key Max. I would probably go for the Dream Machine Pro at that point. The price difference isn't really that much, I don't think. $279 for the Max, and then yeah, it's $100 more. You'll get more bang for your buck out of this. One thing that you want to do before going to your clients, though, and setting it up, plug this into the internet, do all of the firmware updates, because I believe this still comes in at Unifi OS 1.0, and it's going to take you forever to get up to 3 or 4.0, whatever we're at now. Just got the Cloud Gateway Max this week, and I love it coming from pfSense OpenSense. Unifi can make a lot of improvements still, but pretty nice value. Yeah, it's great. It's great. If you're just looking to get into Ubiquity and test out different things in their ecosystem, Access Talk, Protect, Connect, whatever, it's one of the most perfect devices because it holds all those controllers or applications. I did test the Next AI on the EFG. It's in my video. Yep, I did. I mean, it was very basic, but I did test it. Yep. There wasn't, like, I couldn't do any stress test or anything like that because I don't have a 25 gig connection or even 12 gig connection. I have like 20 clients in my house and that's it. So it was barely skimming the surface. Comes to the Ubiquity forum with questions. First response: why are you using? There is actually a lot of that when you go into the Reddit channel, which is kind of surprising. It's like, this is a Ubiquity subreddit. Even sometimes on the community on the Ubiquity page, which is kind of funny. And in their Discord, it's like, obviously people are using Ubiquity or they wouldn't be in this Discord. It's so strange. I just don't get it. Use what makes you happy. I mean, I use pfSense and I haven't configured it in a while because nobody reaches out to me for that anymore, which is fine. I just prefer it. That's just what I prefer. Okay, do we want to go over this video? Let's go over this video here. YouTube.com. Whoops, let's not watch my video. Where'd that go? I'm going to tell you one of my favorite non-technical video people. It's Peter Sandalon. He is great. If you, I'm going to click on his channel quickly. Like, it's more just like traveling and showing different parts of the world and, you know, how it's viewed not through news, I guess, in a way. And he does an excellent job with it and just uses a GoPro. If you want to check him out, he's great. It's non-technical, obviously, but let's check out the Ubiquity video. Was it this introducing? No, I didn't watch that, did I? FedEx Forum one was really cool too. That's this one. Do we want to watch it? What? What is this? What was that? Did you guys just see that license? What the heck was that? I've never seen that before. Do we want to watch it with sound? Do you guys want to watch it with sound or without sound? I guess it doesn't really matter because we're just going to be pausing it anyway. Have you watched Beard Meets Food? I have not. I will take a look at that because I don't watch a whole ton of YouTube, but when I do, it's usually more non-tech related. Is the gate access controller good? I'm wondering. I haven't installed it yet. I still have them in the box in my basement right now. I'm going to be going to the farm, I think, next week to install the first one. EFGs are class. My company has rolled them out in 8 hotels across Europe, and they are very nice. Yeah, the price is great. All right, let's just watch this without sound. Okay, so here's the first thing that people are going to notice. Am I watching in 4K? I am. Whatever these things are, I'm not going to speculate. They don't look like anything we've seen before. Kind of neat. The ether lighting, I love it. I think the ether lighting's great. These racks, I wish Ubiquiti would come out with a full 48U rack, either in their silver color or in like full white. I guess you could buy one probably from Sysracks, I think they're called. Okay, I think somewhere here. Oh, so we got 25 gig uplinks here, and then we got 10 gig there. That's nothing. Well, that might be new. I don't know. That's 10 gig. We got the ether lighting. We got the USW Pro Max. USW Pro up there. That's there. Yeah, we got another Pro. Hot swappable. This is really cool. And they do... I don't think they have that. What is this? Why are they showing 4 fans in that? They only have 2. Oh, I wonder if that's a different switch. I will almost wonder if that's a different switch. What is this? What is this? Was this always in the video? I'm gonna have to ask them. I'm gonna have to ask them about that. That is so strange. Let me go back to the comments for a minute. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Okay, so I skipped that part. Got it. Okay, got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's probably in the video. Yeah, I was thinking it was some YouTube thing saying you're like what? Like what? This doesn't make any sense. Ooh. Okay, so that's the EFG. EFG, okay. Another thing I wish they made, I mean, you can buy shielded patch cables. Or sorry, patch keystone jacks. You could buy shielded to match the keystone color, but they don't have one right now. Let's see, EFG, PDU Pro. Okay, so nothing new. SD-WAN, yada, yada, yada. See, this is cool. I wish... I can't do it quick enough. I need to get back to the... Okay. I wish I had a 3D model like this that I could input into this. I think that looks awesome. Okay, then we go tech support, which I haven't worked with tech support, so I'm not too sure how good it is. Oh my... Okay, I see what you guys are meaning. Enterprise 100G right there. That's insane. That is insane. I think that was the only thing, right? Other than... So the EFG does have the 2 power supplies. It does come with this little locking... I don't have it by... It comes with this little locking mechanism that can lock in the power supply. I didn't show it in my video, but it does come with some sort of a lock. Okay, and all this stuff is just whatever. We've already seen all that stuff. Do you know what is the WireGuard's VPN speed? I do not. It probably does show in there if you click on here and then go there. Gateways. Large scale. Maybe it doesn't. I thought it did show somewhere. Oh, it could be in tech specs. Let's check out tech specs. Processing, IDS, IPS, performance. It doesn't say. I haven't tested it either. I probably should, but I haven't yet. No, so I'm not too sure. An undisclosed switch. That's the first. Somebody mentioned it actually in Discord, and then I went back and looked at it, and that's kind of cool. You'll definitely need one of those for your house. That was a prompt saying to update the new UNAS Pro. Oh Lord. Yeah, that was part of the video. That just kind of messed me up because I didn't have the audio on. Unifi Switch Pro Max Ultra Plus. Can't think. Yeah, the naming is a little different, isn't it? Oh, back to the airport you go. That's not fun. Well, hopefully you get no delays today. How long have I been going? Oh, I've been going an hour already. My. Oh, we're gonna look at the mobile industrial. I guess I don't have a ton to say about it. I probably shouldn't even put that in the title, but there we go. I did see this at the Ubiquity World Conference. They had it there. It looks like a solid design. Obviously, it's industrial, so you're going to be putting these in places that are, you know, hot or is it even weatherproof? It must be. Outdoor GPS location, flexible wall mount, DIN rail, blah, blah, blah. Offers secure remote access with full management via the Unifi Mobile Mobility Manager at mobility.ui.com for $2 per month or $19 a year. Cool. So hopefully when this, you know what, I will probably end up buying this when it comes out. I almost bought this one to test it out because it finally came to Canada and then I never ended up doing it. I think this would be nice for when I'm on job sites that have, one, they don't have any internet yet and I'm trying to stand things up. I think it would be really good use case for that if I could find a SIM card at a cheap price. On Unifi forums, I've seen a bunch of people don't recommend to point WAN DNS to an internal DNS server like Pi-hole. I do that. I've had mine. I don't use Pi-hole anymore, but I did for a while and it worked fine. I'm not too sure why they would recommend that. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's Cat 4 LTE, which is kind of not great, but 150 down is perfect for me. Like if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I need a bit of coverage, that's perfect. Have you ever accessed the Unifi shell via the SSH before? Guess the newer gateways don't have the option. There probably is a way, and I used to, but the OS changed, and I haven't done it since. It's been quite a while. What else new do I have? Do I have anything new on my Instagram? Probably not. Instagram.com. Profile. No, not really. Let's see here. I have this. Oh, this might hurt your ears. I'm going to see. I don't know if the audio will come through. No, it's not. This was a job that we did. It was just a cable cleanup job more than anything. We did do 2 Unifi access doors here, but all of these cables coming down are patch cables. And you may say, why didn't you just, use the actual infrastructure cables? Well, I'll tell you. The patch panel is in the roof about 50 feet back from where the top of the ceiling is, and the last installer left no slack. So they wanted to just keep using the patch cables. And I mean, it looks kind of decent going down, but these cables were very hard to get straight because patch cables use the braided or stranded copper, and they just loop. And they were in a big rat's nest before, but it was a decent job. I filmed some of it. I may put together a video for it. I'm not 100% sure yet. And this is gear that we're putting for my uncles. I got the rest of the stuff. So I got the G5 PTZ. I got the AI360. I got the USW Flex switch. So now I think we have all the gear. We're going to start pre-cabling, I think, next week or the week after. It's all going to be filmed. And then we're going to install all this gear when the house is almost complete. It's going to be fun. I did bad and didn't film much. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. So Stewart Network Services does a lot of, RV park type things and like UISP. So Jacob's going to start filming some stuff and we're going to put some videos together and put it on my channel. It'll be really cool. Have you ever, okay, I read that. I've run Pi-hole since day one and yeah, it's been great. I don't know why people say that. Alonzo, how's it going? Jason, are there any more devices from Ubiquity World Conference? I don't know. Maybe like one-ish, two-ish. So anything that was actually on the table there for display, I think has been all released. Other things that were maybe talked about in some of the meetings or whatever, I think there could be a couple that still have to go or come out. I have 2 Pi-holes running Pi-hole, and I've never had a problem. Yeah, I never did when I was running it. Running data cables through a conduit that already has power running in it. Is fiber the only right? Yeah, I would do fiber for sure. You could always get shielded cable, and that might help a little bit. If they're running parallel, it shouldn't be a huge problem. You would do Starlink. Yeah, I guess I could do Starlink. Starlink wouldn't be bad either. That's true. Can you make an explainer video for full IPv6 WAN and LAN? Probably not, just because I don't use IPv6. I only use IPv4. I have installed the G5 PTZ. It's on my house. I have one on my house. What we're going to be putting the G5 PTZ for my uncle on his garage. And then we have a couple access or Ultra. Actually, what do we have? We have an Ultra, we have the doorbell, we have a AI 360, and I think I'm going to give him my AI Pro. Haven't thought about that yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to give him my AI Pro. Drew Andy, how's it going? On the job, mobile router industrial is enough. Starlink too expensive for occasion. Yeah, that's true. How much would all this gear cost? Oh, I don't even know. They gave us 2 boxes of cable as well. So 2 boxes of their Cat 6. $5 grand? $5,000 maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Something around there. Can EFG and Dream Pro work together? So if you're talking about shadow mode, like virtual router redundancy protocol, no, it cannot. It has to be the same console. I have a Pi hole running on an OG Raspberry Pi 1 and its flaws. I have a bunch of Raspberry Pi 4s that I'm not even using, and I probably should do something with it. Also, shout out to NetAlly and Dan, because so what I use right now for a tester is the Link Runner AT2000, which I'm going to upgrade to the 3000 or 4000. But they use these little wire view wire mappers, and this is what your remote end is when you're testing cables. Well, I lost mine. And it's very tricky to find these online to buy it. It was like a month out. I'm like, oh no, I have to go help my uncle with the job and do some testing next week or the week after. So I reached out to NetAlly and I said, hey, is there any way I could get some? He's like, well, how quick do you need? I'm like, Tuesday, like this coming Tuesday. Within like half an hour, they found one for me like 20 minutes away. So I went up, picked it up, and very happy with that because now I could actually use my tester. I mean, it's still workable. You could plug it into the port and then you could do like switch port stuff, but you can't do wire map, like basic connectivity tests. I really wish we could do get more IPv6. Most ISPs here in Denmark. There is who does it? I don't think I follow them. I don't know if I follow them. Can I bring up my Discord? Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Yikes. Okay, I didn't want to bring my... Oh, whatever. It didn't show anything there, but... yeah, anyway. I forget the guy's name. There was a guy who... And he's a part of the group, so I'm in a creator group with, like, Tom Lawrence, Crosstalk Solutions, Techno Tim, Craft Computing, a bunch of people on that. And they're a part of it, and I just forget their name. But I think they've done a couple videos on IPv6. I just don't use it. Are you still coming to Cali for a project? Maybe. So the problem with the Cali job, which would have been a wicked, wicked experience, and it was from somebody from LTT reached out to me to do some stuff, and it would have been great. But the problem with Cali is you need to have specific licenses for low voltage work, which I don't have because in Ontario, Canada, we don't need to have that. I need a work visa, and that's why I kind of I think I was messaging you on Instagram. Maybe it might not have been you, but it was somebody. But I reached out to another company, GBit Tech in Cali, to see if they wanted to take it on. I'd love to, but it just seems like it would be a lot of headache to actually get there to do the job. I mean, I could have always had them do the work and just do a video on it, maybe. I'll take the Pi 4s. Those things are like gold, or they used to be. I have a bunch of Raspberry Pis as well, planning on a 3D printing. What I was going to do, I think I saw Crosstalk had it as well, but I have that money tree behind me, or somewhere over there. I guess you could buy a module to put like a little thing in to make sure that you're watering it enough, and I think that's what I may use it for. I might build my brother a RetroPie as well. I could set up Home Assistant. I always have thought about it, and I just never got around to doing it. Could have saved a ton of money a year and selling those pies. I probably could. Could have made a fortune. For my non-techie sav parents, would you recommend that I... What was that noise? That I could remote manage from... Yeah, you could. I'd do remote management for them. Absolutely. Yeah, like I have my parents on the Unifi Dream Wall, and I remotely manage it. There's really not much to it. My parents don't do anything. They need internet connectivity. We push out updates, and that's it. UC Tronics makes great pie racks. That's what I've been thinking about. I kind of want to update my rack, though, to something different. Is it possible to get the soft phone to work outside the United States? I don't think so as of yet, if you're talking about Unifi Talk. I haven't even used it yet. No, I have not used it. Holy, I have 6,400 posts on here. That is kind of nuts. This FedEx Forum thing was really cool. So after the Ubiquity World Conference, I reached out to some people at Ubiquity. I wanted to go down. I don't know if some of you remember, I had this big thing with Air Canada, and they screwed up canceled my flight. Anyway, they gave me my money back, but in credits. So I wanted to fly down to the FedEx Forum and do a video on, you know, all the Ubiquity equipment. Little did I know, they already filmed this video for the Enterprise, and it would have been so cool to be able to do that. Kind of go more in depth with it. Daryl DeRosia, does all the work there. He's great. He did a talk at Ubiquity World Conference as well about the FedEx Forum and all the statistics. It was awesome to see. Mike, have a great Saturday. Have a great Saturday. Yeah, so my uncle's place, yeah, luckily, we're filming. Well, it's free to him, I guess. I still got to film and do work with him, but it's, yeah, he worked in the industry a lot. He kind of deserves all the free stuff, but have another company do the work and pay a referral. That's what I could have done. But then, yeah, frig, I should have done that. It wasn't a crazy amount of work. It was some Unifi Access stuff that we were going to do, but it would have, just the person who it was for would have been, it would have been worthwhile. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I did see the Crosstalk, the Wi-Fi diagnostics tool. So yeah, it looks neat. It is I think it's like, like people work for free there. Like they're not making money. I still would prefer going with this, even though this is a lot more money. And I do have a video coming up here on the co-working space. So I did my first video on Ekahau, you know, just about the Wi-Fi design. That was the first video. Now we actually have all the access points deployed. We need to go there and we need to do a heat map. And then that's going to be the next video. And there will be a follow-up video after that. When people are actually inside working, we're going to do another scan and see how the Wi-Fi network is actually behaving. Yes, this is probably, I don't know, 100 to 1,000 times more money than the thing that Crosstalk showed off, but it also could do a lot more as well. I was looking into what he bought, and it does look kind of cool. Difference between the link runners. I kind of forget, so let's take a look. I think one might do 10 gig and one doesn't. Let's look at the 3000 first. Oh, it does 10 gig. Quickly verify and troubleshoot network links with the Link Runner AT3000, the network cable tester and reporting. Okay, so you could do copper and fiber. You do auto test up to 10 gig, easy troubleshooting, and whatever. I think they may be sending me some of these. I'll have to send it back just to do a video on. Let's look at the 4000. What do you get different? The Link Runner AT4000 is a cutting-edge network cabling tester for network tasks and diagnostics, advanced network and topology mapping, comprehensive diagnostic and troubleshooting, a robust set. So I think maybe it just is the discovery and mapping different. Link speed and verification, advanced okay, sophisticated, okay, path analysis. I think that's the only difference, really. Huh. So I have the I have the Link Runner AT2000, but I also have the Wi-Fi the AirCheck G3 Pro, which I should probably do some more videos on, because it's good for doing wire map or heat map scans too. The 1000 uses AA batteries, and I get like 90 minutes. Oh wow. I think this one, the one that I have, the AT2000, which is getting old. I think the 1000 might be end of life now, but it still works, and it works. The 2000 works great for you're not doing certified testing with these, mind you, but some people don't even care about as long as the cable works and they don't want readouts. Like, I have tons of people who don't even care about the readouts as long as it's working. You could always buy the Fluke OTDR or whatever, that's fiber, but you could buy the Fluke testers, and they're going to cost you a crap ton more money. But ask your last questions. I am going to be out of here shortly. We'll stay another maybe 10 minutes. I am going to be streaming, though, in about half an hour on my Twitch channel. I'm just going to be building Lego, and I can answer more tech questions or whatever. That is my Twitch channel. I will be live there probably in half hour or so whenever I get the cameras and stuff. I don't know if I want to use this mic. I have this mic here. I was thinking about using this mic, but this one would pick up more sound than I want, whereas this one is good. So, I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Cody, for $30 more, should I buy the U7 Pro instead of the U6 Pro? Is it worth it? If you want a future-proof, yeah, do the U7 Pro. Have you beat Elden Ring? I have not. I haven't played Elden Ring in a little bit. So I'm going to be getting back into streaming. Chantel's actually gone as of tomorrow morning for a week. So I'll have the house to myself. I'll be streaming a lot. I'll be working on a lot more videos, and I'll actually be working. But I'll be streaming more so like Twitch stuff. I'll be doing that, right? Next week, when will I be on? That is a good question. It will probably be Sunday. I have to pick Chantel up from the airport, and I forget what time. I think it's later in the afternoon, so I could do it whenever. Next week will be Sunday. I'm really trying to stick to Sundays, but for some reason, I just can't do it. What's the current state of MLO on the U7 series? I think we're still waiting for a firmware release. Let me look. Yeah, so multi-link operations capability is coming soon via software update. So that's the state of MLO right now. Steve, take care. Kevin, everybody, Rich. Do you have fiber testers and equipment for terminating fiber? So the Link Runner AT2000 does 1 gig fiber testing, which usually is enough. And I do have a fiber splicer. What the heck is it called? Oh gosh, it's just a cheap one off Amazon. It works great. Fire something? Fiber splicer, fire. Fire. Is it fire something? I don't even remember. I have it on Instagram. Let me find it. Here's my Instagram right here. I bought it a while. I've only used it at one job for the farmhouse, actually. Oh, it's right here. What is it though? I didn't put the name in it. Crap. Let me see if I could find it. Amazon. Fiber splicer. Oh, it's called Signal Fire. Signal. I should know that because that's a Kill Switch Engage song, and I really love that song. Signal Fire Fiber Splicer. It wasn't crazy expensive either. I thought it was like $800 maybe, $1,000, something like that. Anyway, it works well. Obviously, it's not like enterprise fiber splicing, but for the 6 strands that I needed to do, I wasn't going to spend $10,000 on a fiber splicer. It just wasn't worth it. U7 doesn't have Bluetooth if you plan. Yes, if U7 does not have Bluetooth, that's true. Cloud Gateway Max for protect or offload to Cloud Gateway. Well, it depends if you have another firewall in place. If you don't, I'd just go with the Cloud Gateway Max. If you need more capacity, I'd go with the Cloud Key Plus. Yeah, fiber's fun to learn. You could do like the manual crimping, the old school model, or you could get fiber like this. So these are fiber pigtails, right? And then on your actual infrastructure fiber that's going through the ground or wherever, you just connect them to the ends of it. You got to be careful with the fibers though. Don't get that glass in your fingers or you'll be in trouble. All right, I am out of here. I am going to be, like I said, on Twitch. in probably half an hour or something like that. Watch out for a video next week on the Unifi Ultra Access. That will be coming out. I got to get the rest of it done and filmed. We'll be live next Sunday at 11 a.m. EST. Everybody enjoy your weekend. If you're in Canada, have a good long weekend because we get Mondays off. And yeah,